Hi, Metaphysical Mama. How is everyone doing? I'm just gonna actually do a little clearing energy before we begin. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just try to reset our energy, clear the vessel, clear the mind. One more nice deep big breath in. And out. You can hum on your way out. Brings a little bit nicer of an energy to start off. I think I'm gonna start with these Osho Zen cards. They're beautiful, first of all. And happy Ishtar. It's Ishtar today. For anyone who celebrates, anyone that looks into maybe Sumerian, Arcadian, the Anunnaki, Ishtar and Inanna and Enki and Enlil. Let's see what we got. Oh, bam. The Creator. That's so good for today too, because right, Easter is about, right, well, the Christian or Easter religion is about Christ rising, right? Rising from the dead, so death and rebirth. This is like the sun, the solar plexus, right? The corona, the crown chakra it's the solar plexus and the crown. They're attached, right? As above, so below. But, right, my head ain't the same as my feet. But they both go running. Right, the head and the feet. The mind goes running crazy places. So what? So, I guess, too, right? The Creator, too, let's just talk about this for a sec, has to do with, right, the rising of the divine feminine energy. That's creator energy, creative energy, flow, water, spark, trust. Such a pretty card. Oh, let go. And that's how we create, right? Trust, love, the love doctor. Love yourself, right? When we take the time, and I love you. Thank you for being here. I love me. I have to love me in order to be able to put love into anything I do. I have to, right? I have to have love. And there's a difference between having right, ego and feeling lack, feeling that we won't be good enough and having to make up for that is a little different. That, having to prove confidence, completion, That's such a cool. Jigsaw. Right, we're collecting all our pieces. Our Ishtar eggs. Our Ishtar eggs. Right, all our little fragmented parts of self. So yeah, and the divine and the universe, right? Universe, or say the computer. If you look something up on the computer doesn't care what you're looking up, right? Whatever you pop in there, it's gonna search for. So that's kind of the same with the universe, or said God, etc. Because it doesn't have a ability until after something comes into fruition to, right, have the knowledge that that was or wasn't. It's just doing what the human programmed it to do with their thoughts and their feelings, and then their intention and their physical, possibly, right? If we're punching something in, I'm using my physical form. If I'm typing in a computer or on my phone, or excuse me. But just thinking, right, being a thinker or in meditative state, or chaotic thinking state, we're producing with energy. So we're constantly putting out energy with our thoughts and our feelings, right? So what are we creating with the world? Okay, if this is my earth body, and inside it I have veins with blood that's separated from the water, traveling through. My organs are all moving and pumping and doing what they need to do. And can you see that? There's a lot of stuff happening, and I'm having thoughts, and right, and channeling a lot of information that's coming in from, that's what I was just going to talk about, the world. The world is like, if we're the eye of the storm, the world is the thoughts and feelings that get dispersed out of everyone, and it's kind of, they're traveling around in the atmosphere, right, going viral. So they're up for grabs. And then like attracts like. So if I'm having certain feelings and thoughts and emotions and etc., I'm going to attract other clouds of consciousness, right? Like iCloud, of bubbles, clouds of. That's how we have like the zodiacal chart. Those are all different different stargates of consciousness that we were all physically born through. Our soul came through from above to travel through, right? The zodiacal, there's moon mansions. All right, now there's 13 moon mansions above the 12 zodiacal, the zodiac. And so the moon mansions is what carries, say, the souls. So there's 13 moon mansions, I believe it's 13, above the zodiacal chart. So when our soul decides, like, wait, we want to go, and then we, right, our blueprint gets made up for with the divine and etc., and then we come, and we decided who we were going to be born into our physical human family, and right, and then say God or the divine, or we gave our parent the name that we wanted to be named when they were holding us, when we were in gestation, which, don't forget, takes just about 10 months. It was just 919, 9 minutes and 19 seconds. So right, and we're in an upside generally, unless unless we're a breech baby, we're in an upside down position in the mother's womb, right, in the amniotic sac, in a liquid environment, which is also surrounded by the uterine lining, Utu, Uranus, who is always surrounding, right, the mother's womb. And then that's why women have, right, their cycles every month, and release the lining if there's no baby, if there's no egg to hold and grow within it that was, right, conceived with a man's sperm, right? The positive and the negative, right? So, but once there's fertilization, right, and the mother's body's like, oh, we got an egg, right? So now the body starts working and moving different. So now that uterus that's surrounding the fetus, the child, is protecting, and 10 minutes and 44 seconds, helping and protecting that, the fetus, the child, the egg, whatever it is in the womb, right? And then that's also a separate entity. That's what Yaldabaoth or Albadan. Too many names. Sorry, my I never remember names in for anything. Movies, actors, people I know on the street. It's like names and just never stick with me. So annoying. But I never forget a vibration. It's like I meet, so it's like, oh, I remember you. What's your name again? That's the worst. So anyway, back to Yaldabaoth, etc. So there's a lot of things that come into that goes into with the tree, and there's many things that, right, as I'm going through awakening too, realizing as our human self that we could be doing a lot more kinder, gentler, and more productive for ourselves and our children to go through processes of such nature, because it's really understanding and respecting all the things that are coming into play. Okay, now, and that's a physical human birthing cycle that we're discussing. Now that repeats, and again, is same as above as below. We're constantly creating and birthing and killing, right? Thoughts. Trying to do that? No. Bam, we just killed it, right? So we are, oh, is that right here? On my little, this is a Rumi saying, when love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. Love is the sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light, right? Love always and in all ways. I always say that too. Love always and in all ways. So when love arrives, thought dies in its shadow, right? Because we may be busy doing something, and then something else comes along that we love. Food, a person, so you want to go do something. Something that we love comes along, and now we're like, oh, and whatever we were just doing just became obsolete. It's like, oh, well, bye. Ah. Right? So we're killing it. So the terms of words that are used on a regular basis with all of us in general, unconsciously, and then, obviously there's different levels and varying degrees and shades of such nature of any word and how people are going to use such things, words, emotions, intentions, money, manipulation, willful ignorance, narcissism, sociopathic, what's the other word? They're just terms, right, for behaviorisms. It's just emotional, immature behavior is all it is. It's someone that hasn't taken the time and space to process their own thoughts and feelings, right, to allow themselves to come to a calm, balanced, clear spot. So you ain't the spot. Because otherwise, you're it. Remember that game? Oh, I got it. Anyhow. So, yeah, where was I? So, yeah, as above, so below. So the mind works just like the tummy, just like, right, the birth cycle, which also that's like the feral cat. What was that from? Remember, it was like the cat nanny or the dog nanny. Was that Lady and the Tramp? I think so. We are Siamese, if you please. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Twinsies. Twinsies. Should we pull a love card? Should we pull a card from the romance deck? Boy, am I jumping all over. Anyhow, let's see what this gets to say. The romance angels. Woo! Well. Well, that's quite convenient considering everybody's been wearing masks, isn't it? Mask on, mask off. Mask on, mask off. Yo, that's funny as shit. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. It's kind of weird. I was just referring to that too, right? A lot of the fear mongering, the fear, control, and guilt matrix is really just fear, right? Ignorance. Again, like I was just saying, it's beings when we as beings are not allowing time and space to go through that process, right? Time is an entity. So is space. So if we're constantly trying to kill time and rush time and hurry it up, think about those terms and usage of those words I just said. Rather than chilling with time, allowing space to flow. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Horus! Easter Sunday, the horizon. I pulled the horse card earlier today too when I was on the phone with my daughters. And I keep seeing like the 4 horses and behold a pale horse where the 4 horsemen ride. Or choose your fate and die. Anybody know Metallica? Please do not mind my voice. Anyhow, like I said, for me, I just have to be raw and real and el natural. Otherwise, I get myself on a... I get myself all wrapped up in tanglement. Flopping out all over on me. Express yourself. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And I know twin flames, light workers, grid workers, everybody workers, everybody. Listen, separation and the deception card, don't like take things as like, a lot of the time, well, first of all, again, everybody's wearing masks. So first of all, it's like, how are you today? Oh, I'm good. So people lie all the time just about basic, everyday, random shit. And, most of us don't really want to hear the crap right of other people's as far as that goes. It's like that, right? When somebody's like, oh, well, da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da. It's like, see, that's virus. That right there is virus. That's a virus. Complaining to another, bringing someone else to a disturbing, right? Being disturbed and then not allowing time and space to go through the elemental process, right? Clear my mind full of mercury that's going cuckoo in the moment. Allow my emotional waters that have gone over my head, my saltwater body that conducts electricity, right? 72% salt water. So when someone says a certain word, vibration creates form. So a word is going to trigger me or trigger you, right? It's like an electrocution. Zzz. So there's certain words that we can think or hear or someone else can say that make us feel in a certain way, right? I'm about to lose my time. So, we Decepticon ourselves a lot. You know, we get afraid. We're afraid to say no. We're learning how to create healthy boundaries while still respecting ourselves and respecting others, right? Keep an open mind. And I don't want to get cut off. I know I went into a lot of stuff. That's the kind of stuff that will be on my website and that I will continue to speak of. I channel, so I jump all over the place, right? We all are channels. We're all electrical beings. Your brain is a sponge receiving messages constantly. We have electricity traveling through our body up from the left leg, out the right temple. I'm a little teapot. So we got a penny in our hand. We got to remember to tip ourselves back up so we're balanced. There's always a penny in the left hand. Zing.